We are September 16th, just having a little fun, just trying to keep updated on to what's going on here. Nothing's dead, everything's still going. Junk pile parts, more junk pile parts from the eliminator that we're building for the Miata building for the eliminator. There's the engine trans that came out of it, just sitting here. And we got the rust going on the cams. Probably never use that head was jacked up, but I'll keep that chance. Yeah, that motor mount had seen better days. Anyway, just a FYI, this is what's going on. I grabbed my motor. This is the block I'm building for the track car, and it was 84. You know, had it all cleaned and everything, so I had to pick it up back from Huck's. I thought I was going to sell all the parts and go a different direction, and did not. I decided I was just way too close on the track car getting it all done. There's the head for the track car, some manly rods, so I got to assemble that. Got the crank, parts, and then the eliminator. Got to take the brake lines off because in my little something I just put down, little something. Got to take these brake lines off. I'm going to put them on the track car, which happens to be back there, piled under all sorts of stuff. So I'm going to use the ABS that came out of the 94 donor for the eliminator. I'm going to mount it into the track car. Not quite needed on the eliminator, but I'm sure I could use it if it's a tad bit wet on track with the track car. Anyway, this is the red I went with. It sure does look bright in the video, but it's much darker than what you're actually seeing. Looks more of a blood, and I don't know if you can tell it. It looks like a solid, but if you hit it with a light, if this is in sunlight, it would reflect pretty good. It does have some metallic flake in there, so you kind of get a little sparkle. So, got the seats ordered from Robert, and keep finishing up on this guy. This will probably be done. I'm hoping it'll be done in June. We'll see. I still have to get ECU, wire it completely, harness and everything. So, more freaking stuff. There's the dash cap that I happened to break. Trying to not break it, I ended up breaking it. And I need the cap here for the eliminator to make this logbook legal with SCCA, as we found out. So, pile of parts, more parts, probably take the throttle plate. I need that stuff. That's the big ass intercooler. Yeah, that's going to go in the turbo cart here. So, cognition wing. That's the wing I've got. It's a Megan Racing wing for the eliminator. So, you know, it's an aerodynamic turd, so we need whatever downforce we could possibly get. By the way, the motor that's going in this will be turboed. I got the motor sitting over there. You'll see in just a sec. But it is a forged motor. I do have a custom little T28 built for it, but when I say custom, work turbos, read there, he milled the compressor housing and put in some different wheels. So in essence, it's like a little T30. It's it should get up and go pretty good. So a little more responsive, a little more boost. And this car here, turboed, I'm hoping to get around. Not hoping, I will be tuning it to around 250 at the rear wheels. Hence why we need a little more downforce in the back with that wing, and I plan on putting a wing on the front, inverted wing. So, walk back around. Can you tell I've got, this is my main job, working on the freezers, ice machines, anything refrigeration, and I got a lot of them in here. And it's really crowding my space up. And this is the freaking beige manifold, or I don't know what manifold it was, but it's nice cast iron, big ass flange. Maybe one of you guys can do it, but right here, there were two other bolts that they had welded in. and we milled them flush. But the turbo for there mounts there, but it's a the flange is huge in comparison to what's on the turbo. So another thing I need to do is buy flanges. This is the one going on the eliminator. Got to buy flanges so I can get some piping done once we're said and done. And ignore the barrel behind it. Yes, I'm into guns too. Well, while I'm over here. So all the other crap I got. Here's the downpipe. For the EFR, this is the track EFR, the 7064. Big, huge turbo in comparison. Oh God, I mean, just look at this shit. Big turbo, little turbo. It's crazy. This is going to be such a hoss, and it weighs, God, I want to say it weighs about 25 pounds, and that's going to be hung off the manifold that Abe at Aerotech did. He had one of these already made out, so it's a top mount ram style with his downpipe and everything we got with the V-band on there. I got all sorts of crap here, sorry. Goodness, this is I think this is not the IQ3 logger. This is just the display dash for the Eliminator. This is the big brake kit I got for the Eliminator from Track Speed. That's the wheel I've got for the track car. I can't remember what that is. Oh, this is that 4-puck from Lars. I don't know if he wants it back, but I'm going to use it if you don't want it back. Got all sorts of stuff. I'm debating on whether I do the VVT or not. I'm sure we could do I was going to use VVT on the track car with the VVT tuner. We could do that through the AEM module. God, I got so much crap here. I don't even know where anything is, and it's starting to get mixed matched with all the other stuff I've got. There's that intake manifold I got from, God, was that 18 PSI? I can't remember. Oh, someone off the turbos. Yeah, the turbo. Big ass intake. I think there's my shit coming out of it. So crazy. Anyway, stuff, and more stuff. I'm into everything. I just need some good drugs to keep me focused on what the hell I'm supposed to be doing. Because, man, I got too much stuff going on. And to add to everything, I can't remember where I did my... here it is. Yeah, babe. Alright. Come back here. I should get into cryogenic treating. That's minus 80 Celsius, negative 100 something. This guy right back here, that's an incubator right there. It's a liquid nitrogen freezer. You know, I could probably get into cryo treating if I had some ramps, you know, knowing what to how to cool it down to step cool it. But that's the motor I've got built for the Eliminator. Got a Vishnu, something like that. Yeah, Vishnu fuel rail. This guy here has 9.5 to 1 Supertex and Belfab. No, not Belfab. Manly rods in it. So it's, if I got everything clean and assembled it well, I did have to use 2 sets of bearings because my shit was dirty when I started putting it in there, and ended up scoring a bearing or two when I was putting it in, and I took it apart, look at it, and yeah, sure enough. So anyway, come back here outside my paint booth and add a little more to the fire. It's the 99 Miata that finally came home. Runs great, 104,000 miles. Doesn't look great. I mean, the guy had a bra on there, but man, this, I don't know what he did. It's really rough. And the bumper, I don't know why it's so white. He's sanded it down or something. Chipped, yeah. Anyway, it's a 99 base, and starts out, runs fine, and I'd say this would be excellent car to get in to do some actual wheel-to-wheel. I think it'd be a great donor for starting out on Spec Miata. So, just another thing to, yeah, start working on almost everything. Like I said, all my stuff is got it, but none of it runs. So, anyway, oh, by the way, yeah, you see this pad that this is on? I got it's an 18 by 36 pad, and so I'm having an 18 by 36 storage, metal storage shed coming in. Basically, it's a garage with this will have a like an 8 by 9 garage door or something like that. But anyway, I got the ramp here, so I'm going to cut a hole in my workshop so I can get all of that nastiness, all that crap that's in my workshop out of the way, because dude or dudettes, I can't move around in this stuff, man. I have a little too much of that, and then I won't be able to fit in between all my freezers that I've got in here. So anyway, yeah, I got all sorts of stuff going on, and then I got to dig out more behind there to make room for the car hauler I got there. So it's starting to look like a junkyard around here. I need to do something about it. So anyway, guys, until then, that's just, like I said, just a little update what's going on. Just trying to get things going and focus on this thing, get this running, then I can start working on the well, like I said, I've got all the engine parts, and I was thinking about backing out now. Since I hadn't installed the stuff, I could sell it and, you know, and still make some money back. Obviously not all that I put in there, but it's still new in the box. If now was going to be a point to back out, now would be the time. But I was thinking about doing a 3-rotor, yeah, for the track car. But then I started thinking, you know, I'm just too close already, you know, to stop going with it. So I'm going to go ahead and do the E85 motor and get it done. And by the way, I did put on the brakes, big huge ass brakes, from Track Speed Engineering. Andrew and I worked on this one for about well, he worked, I paid for this big Uber brake kit, basically, and it takes a huge pad. So this is about the biggest thing he's got on there. I also got the not AirTech, sorry. Hello. Fabrication. I can't remember, man. Hello. Damn it, if I can remember. It's off the lane. Singular. Daggum. Singular Motorsports. Sorry, man. I sent him the spindle, because this is the drop spindle, the Kiesler Motorsport drop spindle, and this one I sent them first the spindle, and they fabbed up the ducting for that, and then he sent to Andrew at Track Speed, and Andrew had it for a while to work on getting this bad boy together. So this is the should be fun. And those are those Zetas Gen 1s, and I will not be using these on this car. I'm going to take them back off, because the whole purpose of having the drop spindle was to take advantage of lowering the whole center of gravity of the car. But at the same time, then I'm compromising by using a 1 inch spacer here. By just putting a spacer there, if I used an actual custom setup, it'd be a whole extra inch of travel I could have on a custom tube setup. So that's the way it's going to go. I'm going to get rid of the Zetas on the track car and going to use a custom set of custom suspension setup on this, so I could take advantage of the drop spindles and get full travel versus, you know, spending the money on the spindles and then not using anything, you know. Well, in any case, this is cutting my legs up hitting the stuff. This is it, and hopefully have an update for you guys soon, and hopefully a little track time. See you guys at Barber.